Hello and welcome to day 21, 30 days of Qigong to better health. Today we're doing a practice called opening the three Dantians. And what are the three Dantians? The three Dantians, according to Chinese medicine, are the three major energetic centers of the body. And they actually compared to them as being like lakes. The three Dantians are also comparative to, in the Ayurvedic system, as the chakras. So they are three of the seven major chakras in the body. The Upper Tan Tien relates to the spiritual aspect of a person's being, and then the Middle Tan Tien is related to the mental emotional aspect of the person's being, and the Lower Tan Tien is compared to or related back to the physical aspect of one's being. And we start off superficially with the acupuncture meridians, and these acupuncture meridians are like rivers which feed into the lakes, which are the internal organs. Those lakes then feed into the three C's of energy, which are also referred to as the three Dantians. Now, in some systems of Qigong as well as Tai Chi, the middle and lower Dantian are not located here and here, but actually located between the perineum, which is this acupuncture point between the sex glands, anal sphincter muscle, and the Ming Men on the back. So depending on what system of Qigong or Tai Chi that you're studying, they will actually compare these two areas as being the physical and a mental emotional, or going a little bit deeper than that, they will compare the lower Dantian here as well as the middle Dantian compared to as the combining of yin and yang energy of the body. So we're just going to keep things very simplistic though for the sake of our practice, and we're going to focus on these three centers. And there's different healing sounds. We just wrapped up yesterday the healing sounds with the triple burner, and this is going to be the last one that we're going to be doing. We're going to be making a certain sound vibration in order to create some kind of release or some kind of response inside the body. So the upper Dantian is Om, middle Dantian is Ha, lower Dantian is HA-REEM, opening up this lower physical center. And so in Chinese philosophy as well as Chinese medicine, they believe that all three of these areas are equally as important. Your physical, your mental emotional state, and your spiritual state. So if you're somebody that just that prays all the time and is very open spiritually, but yet doesn't do anything to take care of their physical state or their mental emotional state, that would be considered an imbalance. Or you're somebody that works out all the time but does nothing to work on their mental emotional state, that also can create disease. So ultimately, we're out for balance in everything that we try to do. Because your body's always trying to achieve balance anyways, just like nature is always trying to achieve balance. And we are a smaller version of that connectedness to nature. So within that scope, we're always trying to achieve balance just like nature is itself. So all these practices are just simple tools to give you in order to achieve balance on all different levels. So if you feel like you're blocked spiritually, you can't seem to develop yourself more or whatnot, then the Om sound, which is a universal sound, not only in Chinese philosophy, but in other traditions as well too. The Ha sound, I believe, is a pretty universal sound to open up anything going on with your mental emotional state. And this lower Dantian sound is connected back to our earthly plane, but also back into our kidneys to root our kidney chi, which is the foundation of our sexual essence, our sex drive, and our overall vitality and longevity. So with today's practice, you could use your hands in order to help to guide guide the energy from the upper, middle to lower. And if you do that, you're going to inhale, facing the Lao Gung points, this little point here on the pericardium channel. Here, you're going to face the Lao Gung points towards the third eye here, also referred to as yin tongue, Om, so making the Om sound. As you drop the hands, you could actually then, you could either take another breath if you want to, or you could continue the breath. Then it's Ha as it points into conception vessel 17. And then as we get down to the lower Dantian, about conception vessel 4, 3 or 4, then we're going to make the sound HA-REEM. So this is what it'll look like. Om. Ha-REEM. Or if you could do it in one breath, it would look like this. Om Ha-REEM. Again. Om HA-REEM. Okay, so a very simple practice to do. So let's begin. Starting off in your Wuji posture, feet out about shoulders width apart, knees slightly bent, tucking the sacrum underneath and pressing back the Ming Men. Tip of the tongue gently curled to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. And the breath is long, steady, even and deep into the lower abdomen. From here, we're going to inhale, pulling down the heavens 3 times. Exhaling, number 1, heaven. Inhaling, earth, combining yin and yang. And then wrapping up the Tai Chi itself for mankind, also referred to as the 3 treasures. Exhaling. And then from there, bring the arms up, inhaling, and exhale. So you just want to gaze to the tips of the fingers and allow for any excess of thoughts, feelings, or emotions to flow off, going several feet away from the body and down deep into the ground. Allow the thoughts of the day or the morning to flow away. Any tension in the shoulders to flow away. And then from there, we come back to the middle and pulling back 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And exhaling. Bring the feet closer together. Begin bouncing on the balls of the feet, stimulating the kidney 1 point. From here, focusing on the ankles, allow for all tension to release out from the ankles. Next, the knees. Allow for any tension there to release out. Guiding it out through the feet and down deep into the ground. Next, the hips and groin, low back. Just allow for that to release out through the legs, out through the feet, and deep into the ground. Next, the middle back, mid back, between the shoulder blades. Any emotions, tightness there, allow for that to all release out through the legs, out through the feet, and deep into the ground. And then from there, the fingers, wrists, any pain there, tightness, shaking that out. Next, up to the elbows, shoulders, head and neck. Guiding out any stagnant, stuck energy in those major joints of the body. Guiding out through the arms, out through the fingertips, and deep into the earth. And then from here, we're going to pull the golden light up through the body, beyond the top of the head. As we roll up on the balls of the feet, exhale and drop. Inhaling up and drop. Inhale and drop. Good. And then from there, back into our Wuji posture, shaking the tree, inhaling all the way up, and exhaling all the way down. Inhaling up, and exhaling. And inhaling, and exhaling. And then pulling back the energy 3 times. Exhaling. Gather. And exhale. And inhale. Letting go any excess heat or vibration in the body. And then from there, in your Wuji posture, or if you're lying down, Still keeping the tip of the tongue gently curled to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth. Lightly squeezing the anal sphincter muscle and relaxing the body, closing the upper and lower gates of the body. The breath should be long, steady, even and deep into the lower abdomen. And from here, imagine warm oil that begins to flow down from the top of the head, through the front of the forehead, through the temples, the brow bone, eyebrows, and eyes. Melting down through the side of the face and cheeks and ears and to the nose. Feel the entire nose, the base of the nose, and into the lips. Flowing through the chin, the jaw, the neck and throat. Branching off into the shoulders, upper chest. Through the biceps and the elbow creases and through the forearms, through the wrist, the palms of the hands leading all the way out to the fingertips. And then from there, from the chest through the midsection and the flanks of the body to the abdomen, through the waist, through the groin, through the thighs, through the knees, melting down through the shins, the ankles, the feet and toes. Just allow for this warm oil to flow down deep into the ground. And from there, feel the entire front of the body from head to toe. Also feel to the left and to the right. Next, melting down and feeling behind you. Starting at the top of the head, the warm oil melts down, flows through the scalp and behind the ears and the neck. Branching off into the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders and the triceps. Flowing into the back of the elbows and the back of the forearms. All the way through the wrists, the back of the hands, leaning all the way out to the fingertips. And from there, the upper back, mid back, low back. Flowing through the waist and through the buttocks and hamstrings. Feel everything, staying connected to your body as it flows through the back of the knees, the calves, the ankles, the heels, and all connecting off and flowing down deep into the ground. And then from there, feel the entire back of your body from head to toe. Next, connecting to your source, your higher power. Imagine a white light flowing down through the center of your being. You now visualize and feel the brain, the space between the brain and the skull, the left and right hemispheres of the brain. Behind the eyes, the nerve endings that go to the center of the brain, the sinuses, the muscles of the face, the veins and capillaries, the inner ear, all the small bones of the inner ear. And then from there, you feel and visualize the teeth, the tongue, the gums, the jaw. And now each vertebra from the base of the skull traveling down through the center of the neck and throat. You feel the arteries branching off into the bones and muscles of the shoulders and the biceps and triceps. Flowing through the center of the elbows, you feel what's inside your arms as it flows through the center of the forearms, all the way out to the center of the wrists and all the small bones and tendons of the wrist and hands and fingers. And from there, each of the vertebra, each of the ribs, you now feel and visualize the connection with the ribs and the vertebra on the spine. And now you visualize and feel the heart, lungs, liver and gallbladder on the right side of the body, stomach and spleen on the left, down into the intestines, the kidneys, and then to the hips and through the legs, through the femurs, the patellas, the knees, the center of the shins and calves, all the way down deep into the ground. And so you feel everything inside your body becoming mindful, present. And then your feet melt into the floor. And imagine roots growing out from the bottom of the feet down to the center core of the earth. And then as you inhale, imagine pulling up this golden light all the way up through the roots, up through the body, into the abdomen as you inhale. Then as you exhale, pushing back down, out the legs, out the roots, and down deep into the ground. Each inhalation filling up, and exhaling, pushing down any dark turbid energy deep into the ground. And inhaling up. And exhaling, pushing down. So each time you inhale, you pull this golden light up from the earth, and then as you exhale, any discomfort or emotions inside the body, inside the organs, and just allow for you to push that out and imagine it as a dark cloud of energy leaving out through the bottom of the feet and dispersing deep into the ground. Say that heaven is creative, earth is receptive, so it receives and recycles, rejuvenates. Exhale. And then from there, we're going to inhale, now going into the microcosmic orbit, straight up the spine, up over the top of the head, down the front of the face, the chest, the abdomen. Inhaling straight up the spine, going over through the front of the midline of the body, through the perineum, and pumping like a pump up through the tailbone, up through the spine, up over the top of the head, down the front of the face, chest, abdomen. Just allowing for that imagination of yours to guide the energy. Use whatever creative visualization you need in order to help you guide the chi through these two major channels of the body. Guiding the energy through these two channels, and then from here doing one more circuit or circulation, pulling the energy down, and then finish by pulling down the heavens 3 times. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, exhale. Calming your mind, pulling any excess energy from the microcosmic orbit out of your head and down into your lower Dantian. And then from there, focusing on the 3 energetic centers, or C's of energy: Upper Dantian, Middle Dantian, Lower Dantian. As we inhale, bring the hands up to the third eye, Lao Gong points facing towards the third eye. Inhaling, Om. HA-REEM. 2 more. Inhale. And last one, inhale. Pulling back the energy 3 times. Inhale. And exhale, clearing out any excess of vibration or feelings you may have. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Calming the mind, settling the energy. And then from there, just place the hands over the lower Tan Tien. As you inhale, imagine a white mystical pearl that forms underneath the hands. As you exhale, feel this white pearl restore the vitality of the kidneys on the low back. Each time you inhale, the pearl gets thicker and brighter, and then as you exhale, you feel it restore back. Feel the warmth as you exhale radiate from the lower Tan Tien, or from this white pearl, around the belt channel to the kidneys, stimulating, rejuvenating. And last one, inhale. And exhale. And release. And then from there, slowly coming out of your Wu Ji posture, open up your eyes, shake it out a little bit. Wow, you should feel really good, very centered. Everything should feel opened up for yourself. This is a practice you could also do underneath your breath. You don't have to do it audibly. I find though by doing this practice audibly, it actually creates more of a vibrational effect, which creates more of an opening. And it's something that you could go ahead to incorporate by itself, or you could incorporate it with any of the other practices that you've learned up to this point. Now, yesterday we finished off with the 6 healing sounds, and quite honestly, all the practices from day 1 to day 20 are all found in my book here, Qigong for Self-Refinement, Total Health with the 5 Elements. So if you want more information on the practice, besides what I've briefly described in each of these video series, then you can actually refer back to the book here. It'll also describe the practices that we're doing, once again why we're doing it, other diseases and other symptoms that we're trying to work with, and what the overall goal is from doing the practice. So if you want more support with what you're doing already, then this is another great tool to be able to help aid you in that process. Till tomorrow, when we meet again, today we completed day 21, opening the 3 Dantians. Thank you for joining me for the 30 days of Qigong to better health. My name is Chris Shelton, and I have a saying that Qigong is a simple practice with profound results.